multiplying integers. We use these rules where we have, if the same sign is multiplying, we end up with a positive answer. If the different signs are multiplying, we end up with a negative answer. But why is this so? When we have 5 times 2, the answer we know is 10. 5 times 1, the answer we know is 5. You can notice that we're going down by 5. 5 times 0 is 0. Again, we've subtracted 5. So if I'm going 5 times negative 1, and I follow this rule where these numbers are going down by 1, and these numbers are going down by 5, 0 minus 5 will give me negative 5. So that, to continue that pattern, is why we make our positive 5 times our negative 1 and negative 5. So you can see 5 times 1 is 5, the positive times the negative is a negative. And that continues down with the negative 2, going down a further 5 to give us negative 10. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Now, over here, what happens here where I've got 3 times negative 3? So from that rule, we should go 3 times 3 is 9. Positive times a negative is a negative, so it's negative 9. So if I'm going down by 1 here, let's have a look what happens. 2 times 3 is 6. Positive times a negative is a negative, so negative 6. So what has happened here, from negative 9 to negative 6, we've actually gone up by 3. So if I have 1 times negative 3, 1 times 3 is 3. Positive times a negative is a negative, so it's negative 3. Again, from minus 6 to minus 3, we're going up by 3. Well, we know 0 times anything is 0. And you can see, again, we've gone up by 3. So as this number here goes down, and we're timesing a negative number, our answers are actually going up by 3. So when we do minus 1, so we're going down by 1 more here, when I follow the pattern here by adding 3 on, I've got to get a positive number. So 1 times 3 is 3. Negative times a negative makes a positive. To continue this pattern where we're going add 3, and so on. So negative 2 times negative 3, 2 times 3 is 6, minus times a minus is a positive. So it just stays as positive 6. That's why it works. So looking at some examples here, every time you do these, you just work out your multiplication and then you decide on what sign it will be. So the first one, we're going 7 6s are 46, and then positive times a negative will give you a negative. So the same multiplication here, just we've got a negative times a negative, which will give us a positive 42. Here the first one's negative, the second one's positive, so it gives us negative 42. Here, 6 times 4 is 24, negative times a negative is positive 24. Now I have positive 12 times negative 12, so 12 12 is 144, positive times a negative is a negative. Now, with part F, it's a very common place where people make mistakes, so be careful. Minus 3 all squared, so it's talking about minus 3 times minus 3. Minus times a minus is a positive, so it's positive 9. With the challenge here, if you want to have a look at this, you need to work out the multiplication before we start doing any adding and subtracting. Now, I have negative 4 times negative 7. Now, negative times negative is a positive, 4 7s 28. So when I work that section out, I end up with this. Now I've got minus 8 plus 28, and that will give us positive 20. So are these statements true or false? You can pause and test what you think, and then check your answers. This is false because the answer should have been a negative. This one's false because the answer should have been a positive. And this one is true. Okay, we're dividing integers. This is the same idea. When we're doing our positive divided by positive, we get a positive. So we've got the terms are the same. So here the 2 positives or the 2 negatives, you get a positive answer. And as soon as you're doing opposite signs in the divisions, then you get negative answers. So that's our rules. So looking at these examples, again, we work out the division. So 24 divided by 8 is 3. Positive divided by negative is a negative, so it's negative 3. 36 divided by 12 is 3. Positive divided by negative is a negative. 180 divided by 3 is 60. And it's a negative divided by positive, so negative. 125 divided by 25 is 5. And then minus divided by minus. I've made a mistake. That's positive. Okay, mistake fixed. Minus 35 divided by positive 7 is a minus 5. Minus 70 divided by minus 2 is positive 35. Here, the divisions are written in fraction form, so it's just meaning 60 divided by minus 6. So 60 divided by 6 is 10. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. Negative 10. Minus 200 divided by 20 is minus 10. And minus 88 divided by minus 8. Minus divided by minus is a positive. 88 divided by 8 is 11. So positive 11 is the answer. You can pause the clip and try these ones and then check your answers. So here we'll have to divide by minus 8 to get that answer. Just plain 20. Minus 81 divided by minus 9 gives us a positive 9. Part D has to be minus 1 times the 5 to get minus 5. Here, the negative answer tells us we need to multiply by positive, and we need the number 6. And here, we'll need another negative so that they multiply to give a positive, so minus 12. Question 3, statements here. 56 divided by 8 is 7. Minus divided by minus is a plus, so that's true. This one's false because it should be minus 9. And the last one is also true. So a couple of challenges. Having a look here, multiplication and division go before any addition or subtraction. So we get here minus 66, the first part. Then minus 30 divided by minus 5 is positive 6. Then when you work that sum out, you get minus 60. Here we'll work out the inner brackets first, and then the outer. So 2 minus 10 is minus 8. Minus 32 divided by minus 8 is positive 4. So then you get 3 times that positive 4. So negative 3 times positive 4, which is 12. Okay.